Have you ever wondered what would happen if the person everyone looked down on turned out to be the one who had everything? Sometimes the greatest test in life is not about money, success, or beauty. It is about how we treat someone who seems to have nothing. One simple act of kindness can reveal a person's true heart, while one cruel moment can change everything forever. Today's story is about a billionaire heiress who disguised herself as a maid before meeting her fiancé's family. She wanted to know whether they loved people for who they were or only for what they owned. What happened next shocked everyone, and the ending proved that kindness is worth more than any fortune. Before we begin, welcome to Kindness Library. If you enjoy emotional stories that remind us how powerful kindness can be, please subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment telling us where you're watching from. Your support helps us share more stories that inspire hope and compassion. Now, let's begin. Emily Carter was one of the youngest billionaire heiresses in America. She had inherited her grandfather's successful company, but unlike many wealthy people, she lived a quiet life. She believed that character mattered far more than money. Almost no one outside the business world knew what she looked like because she stayed away from social media and rarely appeared in public. For 2 years, Emily had been dating Daniel. He was kind, thoughtful, and hardworking. Daniel always told her that his family believed in honesty and respect. He often said they would welcome anyone with open arms. Emily wanted to believe him, but after seeing so many people change when money entered the picture, she decided to find out the truth before their wedding. Emily shared her plan with Daniel. At first, he felt nervous, but he trusted her judgment. Together, they agreed that Emily would arrive at his parents' home dressed as a temporary maid who had been hired to help prepare for a large family gathering. On Saturday morning, Emily wore a simple gray uniform, tied her hair into a neat bun, and carried a small cleaning bag. Without expensive jewelry or designer clothes, she looked like any hard-working housekeeper. Daniel's mother barely looked at her. "The floors need cleaning," she said coldly. "And don't touch anything valuable." Daniel's older sister laughed quietly. "I hope she knows how to clean better than she dresses." Emily smiled politely and got to work. As relatives began arriving, most ignored her completely. Some left dirty dishes wherever they pleased. Others spoke about her as if she were invisible. One uncle even whispered, "People like her should be grateful just to have a job." Emily quietly continued serving drinks, cleaning tables, and helping everyone without complaining. Then Daniel's grandmother entered the room. She was an elderly woman named Margaret, known for her gentle heart. She noticed Emily carrying a heavy basket of laundry. "My dear," Margaret said warmly, "that looks heavy." "Let me help." Emily smiled. "You don't have to." Margaret gently touched her hand. Kindness never depends on someone's job. Those simple words stayed with Emily. Later that afternoon, Emily accidentally dropped a tray after someone bumped into her. Glasses shattered across the kitchen floor. Daniel's mother became furious. "You've ruined everything. Do you know how expensive those glasses were?" Emily immediately apologized and began cleaning the broken pieces. Before she could finish, Margaret knelt beside her. "It was an accident," she said firmly. "No one deserves to be humiliated over a mistake." Daniel's younger cousin quietly brought Emily another broom and helped sweep the floor. Watching this, Emily felt tears forming in her eyes. Not because people had been cruel, but because a few people had chosen kindness when it mattered most. That evening the family gathered for dinner. Daniel stood and smiled. "Before dessert, there's someone I'd like everyone to meet properly." Emily disappeared upstairs for a few minutes. When she returned, the room fell completely silent. The maid's uniform was gone. She wore an elegant navy blue dress, simple diamond earrings, and carried herself with quiet confidence. Daniel took her hand. "This is my fiancée, Emily Carter." Nobody spoke. Then Daniel continued. "The owner of Carter Global Industries." His mother's face turned pale. His sister almost dropped her glass. The uncle who had mocked her stared at the floor. Emily looked around the room calmly. "I didn't come here to embarrass anyone. I came because I wanted to know what kind of family I was joining. The silence became even heavier. I've spent my whole life wondering whether people valued kindness more than wealth. She looked toward Margaret. Today one person reminded me that compassion costs nothing. Then she smiled at Daniel's younger cousin. And another showed that helping someone without expecting anything in return is one of the greatest gifts anyone can give. Daniel's mother slowly stood. Tears filled her eyes. I'm ashamed of how we treated you. Emily nodded gently. I accept your apology. But remember, I wasn't hurt because you thought I was poor. I was hurt because you forgot I was human. No one could argue with her words. Over the following weeks, Daniel's family changed in ways no one expected. His mother volunteered every Saturday at a local food pantry. His sister began mentoring young women starting their first jobs. Even the uncle who had made cruel comments apologized personally and started supporting a homeless shelter in his town. Margaret simply smiled every time she saw Emily. You didn't just test our family, she said one afternoon. You helped us become better people. A few months later, Emily and Daniel were married in a beautiful outdoor ceremony. Instead of asking for expensive wedding gifts, they invited guests to donate to charities that help struggling families find housing, education, and employment. Many of the wedding guests said it was the most meaningful celebration they had ever attended. Years later, people still talked about the story of the billionaire heiress who dressed as a maid. Not because she was rich. Not because she tested her future family. But because her courage reminded everyone that every person deserves dignity, respect, and kindness, no matter what clothes they wear or what job they have. The truth is, we never know who someone really is or what battles they are facing. A smile, a helping hand, or a few gentle words may seem small, but they can change someone's entire day and sometimes even their life. Money can open doors, but kindness opens hearts. And hearts changed by kindness often go on to change the world. So the next time you meet someone who seems ordinary, remember Emily's story. Treat every person with the same respect you would give a king or a billionaire. Because true wealth is never measured by the size of a bank account. It is measured by the kindness we share with others. And in the end, kindness is the greatest legacy any of us can leave behind.